For those of you that are able to do so, can you please stand for the arrival of the procession? Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to what is a very special day for the university, but an even more special day for all of you, and I hope you enjoy the ceremony that we're about to go through. So I now declare the congregation open. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a real pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony to celebrate the achievements of our students as they graduate from Keele. The ceremony today provides us with the opportunity to recognise the amazing efforts, the hard work, and the determination it takes to get a university degree, and to celebrate everything else that you've achieved during your time here with us at Keele. Graduates, you graduate today having completed that first vital step of your professional career. A deep knowledge of your subject is essential, but you've also learnt other skills that are going to be really valuable for your career, in particular the professional behaviours that embody the way that we should work, and working together in the multidisciplinary teams that really do encompass the modern NHS and social care. As a country, we've just celebrated the 75th anniversary of the NHS. You've all spent a lot of time in placements in health and care settings, and as such, you'll be aware of what a fantastic asset it is to the country, even with the challenges that we currently face. At Keele, we're really proud of our relationships with our local health and care providers, both across research and education. We're also incredibly proud of our thousands of students who have graduated, who are now working in the NHS and other organisations, caring for people across the country every single day. 2024 also marks a very special year for you to graduate, as we're celebrating the university's 75th anniversary. Founded in 1949 by Lord Lindsay, to overcome the division between arts and sciences, and with a strong focus of a modern society in our curriculums, Keele has always been different for different universities. And 75 years later, we're still proud that this is the case. At Keele, we're always incredibly proud of our students and our alumni. But the respect we have for you graduating today is greater than normal because of the unprecedented challenges that you had to go through working through the COVID pandemic. The challenges that you overcame really has helped to shape you into the remarkable people you are today. To family and friends joining us today, you've also been a really important part of the progress of our students, and I'm sure you're equally as proud as we are of their achievements. Before we go any further, I'd just like to thank you for the support that you've given them on this special day as they graduate. Now, there'll be the opportunity to celebrate further after the ceremony today at our graduation festival. All graduates and their guests are welcome to come down, so please do go down to Keele Hall afterwards, where you can take part with some of the entertainment, the food and the refreshments. But finally, on behalf of colleagues in our schools and our faculty, Many congratulations on your major achievement today. We're incredibly proud of you and can't wait to see what you achieve in the future. Thank you.
Here we go. Graduates, please stand. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you these candidates who have been found worthy to be admitted to the degrees for which they have been awarded. Firstly, for the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy, with the thesis title, The Impact on Patients of Pharmacist-Conducted Domiciliary COPD Annual Reviews, a Qualitative Study, and a personal woohoo from me, Susan Ballantyne. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, with the thesis title, Characterising the Molecular Consequences of LMNA Mutations in Congenital Muscular Dystrophy, Emily Story. For the degree of Master of Research, Sai Miriala. Angelica Andolini. Brian Anthony. Samir Bhatta. Lindsay Burks. Nicola Bishton. Rachel Bullock. Natasha Christopoulos. Awarded the prize for Janet Thomas Post-Registration Prize, Caroline Clark. Dorothea De Angelis. Hashan Diaz. Jay Dommett. Uzair Essa. Anthula Foti. Tracy Foulkes. Davina Gokhan. Harrison Griffiths. Jennifer Heath. Amy Jones. Thomas Link. Rudy McKinney. Alexandra Moxie. Rachel Norton. Marinella Nutta. Asai O'Connor. Saravanan Pasupathy. Jinu Paul. Robert Price. John Renshaw. Camille Richards. Francesco Rota. Louise Shingler. Harmony Slade. Daniel Story. Laura Thurgood. Ian Tyrrell. Georgia Weston. For the degree of postgraduate diploma, Amanda Booth. Michelle Danilick. Janice Hayward. Gemma Heathcote. Meg Hemming. Anna Hill. Rebecca Hunter. Josep Ortiz Beltran. Julie Page. Gemma Shaw. Amy Webb. Michaela Whitehurst. Emily Williamson. For the degree of Master in Pharmacy, Bolawarin Akimpelu. Nawa Ali. Halima Bashir. Jessica Batachan. She's so glad to leave. Nicholas Clayson. Jasleen Dio. Ithioma Fajobi. Safahak. Qazi Hussain. Rasina Hussain Assad. Paula Yeri. Amina Jibrin. Faisal Karim. Taiba Karim. Khadija Kasim. Hafsa Khalid. Zainab Khatoon. Yusra Kurram. Shalene Lakhani. Mariam Majid. Rua Matewa. Faisal Matloob. Mercedes Pearl McEachran. Jack McNicholas. Nama Mahmood. Amna Mohammed. Mohammed Nassim. Sana Nawaz. Malalai Nori. Nicole O'Shea. Ayoboze Ojukwu. Otite Onyeri. Rajmanala Perushi. Simon Riaz. Halima Riaz. Tanya Sharma. Kiranjot Shergill. Emma Stein. Charles Symes Turnbull. Agnes Safalmi. May Thompson. Podawira Primarachi. It's always the awkward silence, this bit. May I ask the students that have just been conferred to stand?
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I admit you to the awards for which you are listed. Many congratulations.
Please be seated.
Well, welcome once again to this ceremony to celebrate all of your achievements while you've been here at Keele. I hope you're having a thoroughly enjoyable day with friends, family, staff of the university, and your classmates. Past experience says that many people put this down as one of the most memorable days of their lives, and I hope you are managing to enjoy that experience today. These occasions are a chance to reflect on your time here at Keele, as well as think about what might be to come. Whether you've been studying for an undergraduate or a postgraduate qualification, you've been on a big adventure that will have challenged the way you think, will have taught you new skills, will have opened up new worlds, and it will have set new horizons. And I'm pretty sure that you will feel quite different now from how you did when you first arrived at Keele. The last few years, with a global pandemic and several examples of conflicts around the world, as well as major natural disasters, have emphasized how things can change very quickly around the world. And it is difficult to predict with any accuracy what the world will be like as you progress throughout your careers and the rest of your lives. The first principal of this university, Lord Lindsay, as mentioned by the Dean, recognised that one of the key roles we have as a university is to help you, our students, prepare for that uncertainty and unpredictability. This can be reflected in a debate about what a university education is really for, and indeed what the role of universities is in society. Now, these discussions can sometimes get quite political, but if we place you, our students, at the heart of this discussion, then certainly the answer to the education question is quite clear. When situations change significantly, the value of a university education is to put you in a position where you can adapt to these changes and thrive in a modern society, however you find it. The world will continue to change very quickly, but as graduates, you've developed the skills to help you thrive in it, as long as you maintain a personal commitment to continuing to learn throughout your life. Overall, the role of a university is usually described as to provide an education, to advance knowledge and understanding through research, and to have an impact on the communities and societies that we work in. Certainly, research here at Keele is absolutely world-class in many areas, and our four university-level research institutes give you an idea of the areas where some of these can be seen. These institutes are looking at sustainable futures, social inclusion, global health, and a digital society. And as an example of what we do, if we just take the health-related research, which takes place in all parts of the university, the impact that our staff have on patients in our local health system as well as in many parts of the world, is immense. We carry out laboratory work looking at specific treatments such as those mediated through regenerative medicine and the understanding of the development of diseases such as those spread by insects in different parts of the world. We do research that helps understand how healthcare is best delivered. And we have staff performing research within clinical environments that has led to new clinical interventions, such as the world-renowned work done to develop new approaches to cardiac surgery. These all rely on staff from all parts of the university, but also, importantly, are critically dependent on a network of partners within the NHS and around the world. This is also part of the social impact that I mentioned earlier. Even a medium-sized university like Keele really does touch the lives of many people in the region around us. We recently commissioned an independent survey to evaluate this, and overall, the university makes an economic impact every year in the region of £500 million and supports 5,000 jobs in the area on top of the 2,000 people that we directly employ. So how has all of this affected you and what you've experienced in your education that you've received from a university that just this year has received a Gold Award in the 2nd National Teaching Excellence Framework? Indeed, a university that is one of only 15 broad-based English universities that have received gold status in both of the Teaching Excellence Framework exercises that have been carried out so far. First of all, you are now all experts in your discipline. Up-to-date knowledge and skills related to your specific subject have been at the heart of what you've been doing, with much of it delivered by academic staff who are at the cutting edge of their disciplines and research and education terms. And I'd just actually like to take this opportunity on your behalf to thank the staff in the university and in partner organisations who have been involved in your programmes, and thank them for the work that they have done to help you get to where you are today. But as the Dean said earlier, in reaching this point of expertise, you've also acquired a whole range of experiences and skills that have a very broad applicability. For those of you, and it's most of you, I think, in this room today, you've been studying on professional programs, and that will lead to a particular profession. And learning how that profession works in the context of other staff who work in that environment is one of the critical things that you have learned. But on top of that, you've also developed an academic mindset, and those two together will allow you not just to be technically competent, but also to be aware of how best to apply that technological knowledge and how best to interact with the people around you. This is probably a skill that you now take for granted, but don't underestimate how important it really is. Now, we have more registered students here at Keele than ever before, with significant increases in international student numbers, as well as those studying for degree apprenticeships and studying fully online. University life will therefore have allowed you to interact with people from all parts of society, all parts of the UK, and many parts of the world, each with different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. On a day-to-day basis, this is important because it helps us to be respectful to other people's cultures and beliefs. But also beyond that, the big issues that we face in the world today are largely global challenges, for which resolution will require global collaborations and therefore that ability to work across boundaries. The ability to do this, in particular, in order to help those that are less fortunate than ourselves, is all part of a compassionate and civilized society that you are now prepared and equipped to make a genuine contribution to in order to help create a more peaceful and equitable world. Also linked to this is the broader knowledge that you will have acquired within your programs, and some of that is not traditionally thought of as core to your subjects. And again, this was one of the philosophies of our founder, Lord Lindsay. One of these areas relates to the whole issue of environmental sustainability. As a university, we have a very strong commitment to play our part in addressing the climate emergency that the world is now facing. Research on green chemistry and sustainable materials, plus work to examine how to use green energy sources such as hydrogen, these have seen some major advances at Keele that are leading to major changes in the way that energy supply is considered in this country and beyond. Our 2 wind turbines and 12,500 solar panels that provide 50% of our electricity represent just one example of how we also try to do our bit on campus to be as green as possible. But you will have also encountered in your degree programs some aspects of how climate change will affect the discipline that you've been studying. For example, our medical school has been seen as the best in the country and this year recognised as the best in the world at integrating an appreciation of climate change into the medical degree. This is all part of our attempt to raise your knowledge and understanding of the issues so that you too can contribute to help address the challenge in your future personal and professional lives. Put all of this together, and the awards that we're celebrating today, whether undergraduate or postgraduate qualifications, are major achievements. You should be very proud of yourselves indeed, and I'm sure your friends and your family who are with you today are certainly proud of what you've done, as indeed are the staff who have helped you along the way. You now have a qualification that no one can take away from you, one that will be respected around the world, in part because of the reputation that Keele has of producing graduates that are ready to make an impact on the people and the world around them. But the piece of paper itself won't do that for you. You've now got to make it work for you. You must be ambitious and have aims that stretch you beyond your comfort zone. You've done that in your time at Keele, so you can continue to do that beyond now. You've done things and learned things that you would never have dreamt of when you first came onto campus. The adaptability, the resilience, and the determination that was needed to get you through your degree was astonishing. So when all of those things are needed in the life that lies ahead of you, and they will, remember that you've been there, you've done it, and when things get tough in the future, just remind yourself about what you have shown yourself to be capable of. You now join well over 100,000 Keele alumni around the world who provide important links to each other and to the university. This year is the 75th anniversary of the formation of our university, and this highlights even more how important it is to the university that we keep in touch with you and that we work with you in the future. So do sign up for the Alumni Association and do let us know what you would like for us in order to continue to get value from your links to Keele. Watch out this year in particular for the alumni events that will be part of our birthday celebrations. Finally, I hope that you've seen yourselves as part of a thriving university that has valued your presence, and you can now go out there and make a real difference. Look after your own health, reduce the adverse effect that you have on our planet, and show respect and concern for those in less privileged positions than yourselves. And you, like many Keele graduates who have gone before you, will prove to be key players in a forward-looking and civilized society. So with that, can I, on behalf of the whole of Keele University, give you, our newest graduates, our heartiest congratulations and wish you great health, great happiness, and enormous success in everything that you now do. Thank you.
Seconds out, round 2. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you these candidates who have been found worthy to be admitted to the degrees for which they have been awarded. For the degree of Master in Science, Akiema Allison. Alice Banner. Alice Burgess. Lee Clare. Mary Correa. Murtaza Kadabai. Beatrice Lennon Butler. Kwan Leung. And Jack Marsden. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, and starting us off with the School Prize for Research in Radiography, brackets Diagnostic Imaging, close brackets, 2022-23, James Chikari. Hannah Colley. Urji Haziri. Adam Mesa. Tame Gwen. Kieran Payne. Neil Pearce. Tomasz Podsiadly. Rodri Silcox. For the degree of Bachelor in Science in Nursing, Bryony Barber. Jossie James. Danielle Jones. Lenka Matulova. Wendy Morgan. And Karen Stockton. For the degree of Foundation Degree in Science, Kirsty Bailey. Martin Booth. Paul Capel. Tasmin Finch. David Marrow. Catherine May. Claire Maguire. Awarded the Foundation Degree Nursing Associate Outstanding Recognition Prize for 2022-23, Alicia Nijvichka. Iona O'Shaughnessy. Emma Rhodes. Michelle Riley. Harry Shaw. Rachel Sutton. Laura Twiggs. Awarded the Foundation Degree Nursing Associate Academic Prize in 2022-23, Laura Walker. And Lauren Whittingham. It's an even longer silence second time round because it's further to walk. May I ask those students who have just been conferred to stand?
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I admit you to the awards for which you are listed. Many congratulations.
Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you in absentia those candidates who appear listed in the programme but who are not present.
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I admit them to the awards for which they are listed.
It is an honour to be standing here today and have the opportunity to speak to you all at the ceremony. On behalf of Keele Students' Union, I want to say a massive congratulations to you all. To our graduates, today is an opportunity to celebrate. What you have achieved is extraordinary. We are not only celebrating your academic success, but the development you have experienced as individuals. For many of you, you went to university in the midst of a pandemic with virtual learning, yet you persevered and formed lifelong friendships through Teams calls and social media and had the luxury of being able to go to lectures in your pyjamas. Even coming out of COVID and returning to in-person learning, you learned a lot too, like how some people still go to lectures in their pyjamas. Most importantly, you learned that you could adapt and change. You threw yourself into university life, and even if it wasn't what you first expected. We've seen an increase of students working alongside their degree, whether this is for extra income or work experience. This is a difficult thing. This is an achievement in itself. Finding the balance between employment and education is extremely difficult, and this commitment, time organisation and determination will only further your success in the next stage of your life. From bartenders in the union to online content creators, shelf stackers, or even those who were balancing full-time employment, you have worked tirelessly and you should be incredibly proud. Together, we have worked to elevate the student experience, advocating for positive change and driving initiatives that reflect our shared aspirations. We have organised events that have brought us together, challenged norms, and fostered dialogues on issues that matter the most to us. We have stood up for what we believe in, striving to make our campus a place where every voice is heard, respected, and empowered. We are so proud to have seen you develop these voices, engage with other students, challenge your own perceptions, and most importantly, have a lot of fun. The roles you have taken on as committee members, student voice representatives, volunteers, and part-time officers have been invaluable to our thriving student community, not forgetting to thank those who came out every Wednesday night, every Wednesday night social, and still managed to get up for that Thursday 9 a.m. We hope that being a student at Keele and part of our student union has given you the skills, experiences, and memories that will continue to shape you for years to come. Some of you may be pursuing theatre studies, entering the workforce, or embarking on a new pursuit. Regardless of your next steps, be guided by our shared experience and your journey. We have the power to shape the future. Your time is now. As you bid farewell to your time at Keele, take a moment to reflect on the person you were when you first arrived here all those years ago. Think about how you've grown professionally and personally, the relationships you have built, the things you have seen, the adversaries you've had to overcome. The majority of you will not be the same person you were when you arrived. University is not just an institution where you get a degree, it is the foundation for the rest of your lives. I want to take a moment to thank those who have guided you on your journeys, course mates who advise you on assessments, flatmates who listen to your problems late at night, and friends who convince you to do spontaneous activities. And notably, the loved ones that helped you through and gave you constant motivation and in some cases, financial support. We cannot wait to continue celebrating your success, and we wish you good luck for the future and know you will thrive in any of your endeavours. It's time to pop the Keele bubble. Here's to the class of 2024. Thank you.
At the conclusion of this ceremony, let us give thanks in a moment of reflection or prayer according to your practice or belief. We give thanks for our university and recommit ourselves to its mission, that the tasks of education and research may continue to be carried out with integrity. We give thanks for the vision of our founding principal, Lord Lindsay, who directed that Keele exist for the pursuit of truth in the company of friends. The university's foundation also drew on the historic motto of the Sneed family, to thank God for all. May that spirit of friendship and thankfulness continue to be fostered by all at Keele. We give thanks for our graduates as they conclude this stage of their education. May their skills and qualifications be used for good in their communities and beyond. We give thanks for all staff who have taught and supported them in their learning. May they know the lasting impact their work has had and the change that they have enacted in the lives of our graduates. We give thanks for families and friends present here and around the world. Let us acknowledge with gratitude the love, care and encouragement that they have given and continue to show towards our students. May we look forward with hope to the future, that the successes of this university and its graduates will continue to grow, that the gifts we celebrate today will be used fruitfully, that the world may become a better place. If you are able, may I invite you to stand.
Graduates of the university, can I congratulate you once again? As we've said through this ceremony, we believe you've now got the skills, the attitudes and the knowledge to really make a difference to the world that we are in. And I really hope and believe that you will do that. But for now, just enjoy the rest of the day. I declare the congregation closed.